Hi, I am going to show you how to install the UltraStream Undersink faucet or put it together. This is what it will look like, and it will go into a hole that's made on the bench top. So when you get your kit, you get your faucet like that. It's got the bits and pieces at the bottom. You get these three metal pieces, different sizes, three different sizes. These nuts were actually on the metal pieces themselves. I've already screwed those off. You will need to remove them off there. And you get three different hoses. So we have three hoses, and we will fit them now to the faucet. So we'll go through the step-by-step instructions which are provided. First we need to unscrew the faucet nut, then remove the faucet nut and black washer and put those aside. So we'll do that now. So there's those two, and we'll put those aside. So then we've got our faucet. So with the faucet, lay the faucet flat on the table with the tap handle facing to the right. So we actually need to lay this the other way. So that tap handle faces to the right, and you see the spout is facing to the left. So that's where the tap handle is. Now if we look inside, we will be able to see that there are three holes in there. So there's a top, there's a right, and there's a left. Then we screw in the shortest metal inlet into the top hole by hand. So that's this one, that's the shortest one out of those three. And we're going to take that on this side, on that side, and I'm going to screw it into the top part. Once we've screwed that in, we would get normally a spanner and tighten that up. So I'm not going to do that today. So we tighten that with a spanner. Then we get the medium one, so that's the medium one. And I'm going to screw that in to the bottom right side. So that would be the side that this handle is on. Let's screw that in there. Okay, so we've got two in there. So this last one, the biggest one, goes to the left. So then all three of them are tightened up with a spanner. So I would imagine that I tightened that up with a spanner. And then the last one, the large, longest one, is also tightened up with a spanner. So those are in. Then we attaching the plastic tubes. So these plastic tubes we're attaching. Okay, so firstly, going to be installing the red tube, which connects to the shortest metal inlet tube. So before you install the red tube onto the shortest metal inlet tube, you're going to put the nut onto the tube. So you've got to put the nut so that the screw area you can see on the side of the end of the tube. To make it easier to be able to slide the tube onto the ends, you will just get a bit of boiling water and soak the tube in it for about 30 seconds. So this will expand the tube, and then you can push the end onto the first metal inlet. Then you can screw on the nut. And then once that's screwed on, grabbing the white tube. The white tube connects to the medium length metal inlet area. So again, you will repeat the same process. So you'll put the nut, the bolt, onto the end of the tube. And then you can soak the tube for around 30 seconds or however long it might take you to be able to expand the tube. And then you put that on the medium and then screw in the bolt. The blue tube finally connects the longest metal inlet. So you repeat the process again. And you're soaking the blue tube. And then you put the bolt on that tube. Once you've got all your tubes connected, then what you've got to do is put and feed all the tubes through the hole that you've got on your bench top itself. So let's imagine that that's all through there. So you fed it through and there's a hole there. Then you can get these two. So they will go under and onto the thread here. So they'll go from underneath. So you will feed that through, and I'll just show you. We'll just feed that through now.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's coming, if you are underneath the sink, that's coming up like that, coming over, and then you can screw that area on, and it will be all the way up to there. That's connected. Once that's connected, so we can then go on to connecting the tubes to the UltraStream. With the hoses, the white hose, this white hose goes to the base. The white hose connected to the base, the blue to the top of the UltraStream, the blue hose, and the red hose will go to the cold water connector. So I will just show you a video, next video on that connection. So this is the UltraStream that you will see at the bottom. Now you will see the blue tube at the top as it connects up. So that goes to the longest tube there. And then we've got the white one coming down, and that's going to the bottom of the UltraStream. And then we've got the red connector there as it comes through, and then up, we're going back up to the other one.